today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
On first down, Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And a bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return is Irvin. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down by...
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Caught on the right side by Jones. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump-off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
And this is caught at the 8. And And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Now Bell. And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, He thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again, Rodgers. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers again now. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. To throw is Rodgers. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle, and the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, he'll go into the locker room with nice bounce in there. Step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His guys have the lead as the white stuff continues to fall. And for the call of the second half, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Still 1st down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why he spent a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On 1st down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10. Their own 26.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Looking sideline, incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Crosby puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Mahomes, buying time to his left. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes going to throw it here. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Gets this one to Hill. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That one good for 21 yards. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.